All right, good evening. We was having some issues again. Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigation. Of course, I'm your host, Al Scott. Love you big time. Thank you so much for your genuine support for the show and everything that we do. Rhonda, good evening to you. She's from Newark, New Jersey. Welcome, welcome. Miss Unique, one and only. Welcome. Tracy Taylor is here. Good evening to you. Welcome. Miss Young, I think. Uh, Diane Donnie is here. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see, Carter, Marilyn Carter, Trace Thomas, Beautiful Lewis. Hey. Uh, who's that from? Lewis is from Houston, Texas. I humbly bow to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you big time. April, good evening to you. Where I've been here. Where have you been? I've been right here every day, every day. Who else we got? Lisa Robinson is in the house, my good friend, and Heather Smith is in the house as well. Okay, let's do it. Uh, Before we get started, there are a couple of things that we're watching. Uh, a whole lot of racist individuals. That's what's going on. Is that who said that? Oh, G. Well, yeah. We're going to talk about racism tonight and the word nigger. We are waiting. CNN says it could be at any moment. We are waiting to see what's going to happen in Louisville, Kentucky. Will 6 men be arrested in the death of Breonna Taylor? Keep in mind that she was in her home sleeping when a group of men bust in and began shooting. The attorney for the family, Benjamin Crump, says that her body was mutilated. Her boyfriend shot one of the officers, I think, in the knee of the leg. They eventually let him out, but they also said, we'll let him go, we'll drop him, but we also have the right to bring it back up if we choose to do so. So let's look at it this way. Here's what you're telling me. If officers get arrested for running up into a house looking for a suspect on drugs that didn't live there, and they shot and killed this woman as she slept. If they get indicted, I'm taking it as that you're saying then we'll pick the charges back up on the boyfriend. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just not going to happen that way. So right now we are watching to see what's going to happen in Kentucky. Just about every government building has been boarded up. They have extra police out tonight, all over from different agencies. It's almost as if they know what it's going to be. They're not going to be indicted. So let's get ready because black folks are getting ready to act a ass. They did the same thing in Dallas, Texas with Amber Gaia. And the sentence that she received was really like probation, 10 years. And now she's appealing that. It's simple. When you look at what's going on, there are two sets of justices in the system, if we use that word. One for whites and one for blacks. Now, when they ambushed those cops in California, police departments from all over got to speaking out. They even, in the twinkling of an eye, created a new law for individuals that assault police officers. What they said this is the sheriff, is that you have two officers that were sitting in their unit minding their business. Well, he's right. He's absolutely right. Now, if you go back to Louisville, Kentucky, when the paramedic, Breonna Taylor, was in her home, in her bed, sleep, minding her own business. You said we identified, no, we had a no-knock warrant. So we'd have to identify ourselves. Okay. A couple of days later, you come back and say, no, we identified ourselves as police officers. I need to know which one is it. Did you identify yourself or did you not? It's just that simple. And then we'll get to why you all are so super stupid. The individual that you're looking for, not only does he not live there, he's already in custody. God damn. Bonnie Fife wouldn't have done that bullshit. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen tonight. Keep in mind, the same system that once used the word legal and lynching in the same sentence is the same system that we are dealing with today. And as I always say, a system that was never designed for us cannot be felonized. They're not going to give us the changes that we need and deserve. So how will the changes come? You and I. As President Barack Obama said, you don't have to accept the world they're trying to get you to live in. You don't. You don't. You must make the powers that be. You must make the powers that be uncomfortable. Even when they're at home, interrupted. That's the only way. You got to take it. You must take it. You must take it. It's not going to be given to you. So now we're more worried about protecting the police officers than we are about the murder of an unarmed black woman in her home sleeping. Now you want the public to share the report about the cops being ambushed because that's a big reward for them, so we can help bring that person, get that person in custody. I'm not going to share it. I'm never going to share it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Just as fast as you all are running around the damn clock to find this individual, to lock them up, y'all should be doing the exact same damn thing when white cops knock our black ass off. Move that damn fast then. I don't give a damn about the cops being ambushed. I don't give a damn. If they want to ambush them every day, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Now they know how black people feel. Now they know. You want to give them a salute. I'm not saluting shit, and I'm saluted out. As a matter of fact, you salute. Let's move on. The United States has more deaths related to the coronavirus than any other country. We're now at over 200,000 deaths in the United States from the coronavirus. Now, Donald Duck, here's what he says about it. How would you grade yourself and your administration on your response to the coronavirus? I think we did an excellent job. I think it's an A. No, I give it was an A plus. Superb job. Splendid. You have 200,000 deaths in the United States, and you have the audacity to grade your own damn self and give you an A plus. He got to be on dope, or just super damn stupid, or both. People died, and they're still dying. Dr. Fauci today, it's going to get worse within the next 3 weeks. But you give yourself an A plus. I don't know how many times this jackass have to speak before some of his own supporters realize this is a jackass. This is a jackass, and he gonna get us killed out here trying to defend him, because nothing he says makes any earthly damn sense. When you catch him in a lie, that's not what I meant. That's not what I said. No, the president did not say that. No. See, you're blowing this out of proportion. No. So the president then said he give himself an A plus. See, there you go again. You're blowing things out of proportion. In order to work for Donald Trump, you don't have to be good at it, but you have to be willing to lie. You have to. You have to. A Powers, good evening to you and welcome. You have to be able to lie. It's required of you to do that. And so when they come to the mic and to the cameras and look you in your eyes and lie to you every day, they telling you, I don't give a fuck about you. They telling some simple goddamn lies that a child wouldn't tell. And you go, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No. And so they want the vaccine before election time. I think that would be great. So the people need to be healed. They need the vaccine and stuff. But we could possibly have it ready before election time. You know why you haven't received a stimulus check yet? Anybody know? You're not. No time soon anyway. We're trying to drag this thing out as close to November as we can. And then I'm going to look you in your face and lie again. If we have to extend benefits and send out more stimulus checks in the first of the year, this is Donald Duck speaking, we don't have a problem with doing that. So what is he saying? He's dry begging on the slick. It's just as simple as that. He's also blackmailing your ass on the slick. The only way you're going to get this is if I remain in office. If you have to lie, steal, cheat, attack people's character, because you cannot stand toe to toe with them on the issues and policies within this country, that right there should tell you this job is not for you. It's just not. And why would you want to be somewhere where they're complaining about you every damn day? You're telling a lie, and you continue to do it. The problem is Trump has been doing this all his damn life. But now he's in front of the American people, and they're not going for that bullshit. They're not going for it. The only way I lose, they cheated. If anybody know about cheating, your ass do. Trump is a fool with a serious problem. Now look, let me get this out now. September the 30th. That is going to be, good evening, Tanya Fine, thank you. That is going to be our last day on YouTube. And last week, I told you while we were leaving, we love YouTube. We love what we do. But and everything's in the green, that means the channel is doing excellent. But by the time we receive a check from YouTube, I mean, we're behind on other bills. So here's what we're asking. And we hate to continue to ask this and beg, but if you believe in something, if you believe in someone and you like what we're doing here, all we're asking is for you to give a donation. That's simple. And then we would stay on air. But when you give your donation, we're asking that you would do it in the Cash App or the PayPal. Bills must be paid. It's just as simple as that. Everybody that comes to us for help, if you speak with them, they tell you one thing: He didn't charge me. And I'm never going to charge them. When God gave me this vision, He said, don't charge. Now, if I start trying to charge people, it's going to drop. It's going to be a flop. So if I'm watching someone on YouTube and I like what they're saying and they're coming real, and it ain't no Ricky Lake bullshit, no Jerry Springer shit trying to find out who my baby daddy is, and you just slept with the whole damn football team. Just said dick, and we're done with that. We deal with serious issues that affect your everyday life. And I don't think it's wrong for us to ask for a donation to pay bills. So if you like what we're doing, the only way we can stay is for you all to start putting money in the Cash App. That's that. That's as simple as that. I mean, I love it. It touched my heart when you say, man, Scott, I like this, I like that. Thank you for what you do. And that's wonderful. But we really need some donations to continue this. Other than that, September the 30th, we're out. The one thing I don't want to do is leave YouTube. I don't. I love it. Most of y'all on this live feed have been with this old guy from day one. And I try to make sure whatever I'm bringing you is a fact. But if it's my opinion, I want to tell you that. This is just my opinion, and I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. It's just my opinion. I mean, some people, they give donation to people with bullshit YouTube channels. They're talking about Cardi B, who's pregnant, who needs money, which celebrity is getting a divorce. That's just a bunch of bullshit. I don't care who's getting a damn divorce. That's bullshit. My good friend Robert Thomas always said, some black people rather be entertained than informed. Yes, we do. Someone actually we have a PayPal link. It is in the at the banner up there. You'll see the PayPal and the Cash App on the right hand side. It's up there now. Thank you so very much. Love you big time. So we're trying to school you on what's going on. We're telling you what people don't want you to know. And I'm talking about mainstream media. But if you like what we're doing, and I know most of you do, give us a donation so that we can stay. If not, no love lost. My black ass gone. Okay, now, what's the other announcement? I want to make sure I hadn't missed anything. Okay, I think we're ready. Now, I'm going to play something for you. Well, I guess I'm not going to play it for you now. Good evening, caller. You're live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from tonight? Good evening, Tanya Fine. Can you turn your set down just a little bit, please? I'm getting feedback. Just a little bit.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, Mr. Scott, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going. God ain't gonna let that happen. Thank you very much.
I hope you're right. I swear, I hope you're right. I love you big time.
I know you're right. I know you're right. You know, I don't feel that no more. But when my crazy should come out, I'm gonna bless you. But I might have to go holler at Jerry Bobby to see can he steal us $10,000 sales so we can keep the show going because we're trying to expose the truth.
Okay, my good friend Tanya. Okay. All right.
I mean, they go to the birthday center to get the birthday center for everybody else.
Exactly. I gratefully appreciate your love. I really do. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate you, Mr. Scott. I just really had to tell you that. I really appreciate everything you do, and we really need you because I'm not the only one going through. As you can see, we always got a bitch named Brianna somewhere and another brother did. So, I really need you. You don't just look out for the people that you like. You reach out worldwide, and that's what it's going to take us to love one another.
Amen. Amen. I gratefully appreciate that. That touches my heart. Thank you for your support, and thanks for calling in. And
no, thank you for your support. Yeah, we'll touch later, but I just had to call in because you can review. Yeah, y'all ain't going to. We're going to make sure.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to play something for you real quick. Y'all have already heard it, but I'm going to play it anyway. And then we're going to get into the meats and the potatoes of tonight. Thank you, Andrew. I gratefully appreciate that. She said she's going to support every month. To God be the glory. I know you all have heard this because we've shared it on our channel, but I'm going to play it and then we're going to get into this. I played it probably about 100 times. Thank you, 808. My God, listen. I love it. I love it. Monique, thank you so kindly. But listen, if you all can, we're asking that you would send it to the Cash App or PayPal, if you can. Now, I forgot who sent me this, but like I said, I probably played it about 200 times. I love it. I love it. The woman says, just call me one more, just one more, and I'm gonna whoop your ass all over this stuff. And then she tell the brother, you ain't gonna be able to stop me from whooping her ass if she call me another nigga. Basically, she's telling him, get your ass out the way because you're gonna get it too. Listen, Karen finally got checked by a black woman. I know God wasn't gonna answer my prayer, but when she kept saying, call me one more, call me one more, I was saying, Jesus, let us say nigga. Please let us say nigga. Please let us say nigga. She wouldn't do it. Oh, okay. Someone can't find the PayPal link. It's on the banner of this channel. The heading, says Injustice Investigation. That it's up there. But if not, when this ends, I'm going to come back and put the link to it by the title of tonight's show. Thank you so much. I love you guys big time. So now, this is nothing new. With white folks, well, closet racist white people are coming out. They was hid many years ago, but when Trump took office, they began to take the hood and the robe off and walk outside that door and say nigga. And say nigga. Ricky Smiley, I think this past weekend, he was in Florida. One of his classmates met a racist white man. He called them fucking niggas. I don't know if he knew who Ricky Smiley was. But one thing I do know, they had that white man shaking in his damn boots. Because he didn't know what the hell was going to happen. He was bagging up on that boat. Are they going to shoot me? Are they going to throw me in the water? What's going to happen? So basically, Ricky Smiley said, you're going to apologize. Don't apologize to me. You're going to apologize to my classmate. And he did, reluctantly, but he did. racist white people, and I forgot to invite them to the night show because I really need them to be here. Listen, don't let Donald Duck get y'all ass beat silly in these streets. So far, y'all been meeting the laid back, cool individual. But you just met a black woman. And when she said, call me one more, she went back. That damn slap was going to come from Dallas, Texas on her ass. But she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She knew better. She knew better. I have zero understanding if you call me a nigger. I'm thinking, okay, I got to whoop his ass now, right? And I'm going to put my foot so far up in that white person's ass, everywhere they go in life after that, my foot going to be attached to that ass. We're not our ancestors. And I think Ricky Smiley said it too. We're not. We're not. I'm with Malcolm X by any means necessary. This shit has gone entirely too far. You're calling the police when a black person pull up in a nice car in a nice neighborhood. Doesn't look like he belongs here. Well, tell me what belongs here, Miss Pink Ass. How did that person supposed to look? It's a joke to them. They know ain't nothing going on. It's a joke. It's called humiliation. But that bullshit is gonna cause a lot of racist white people to get their ass beat silly streets. It's just as simple as that. And the cops won't be able to stop them. Because when I go off, I have no brakes. I have no brakes. This is not your world. You might want it to be. This is not your land. This is stolen land. It's stolen land. She met the right one that day in Walmart. And incidentally, it was in the state of Georgia. But now, good evening, Miss Graham. But now, let's do this. Let's turn this thing in a different way with the word nigger. Let's turn it a different way with the word nigger. The word nigger, and I don't believe in saying the N-word. If you can say the N-word, I know you're saying nigger. Just say nigger. Just say nigger. When you hear me use the word nigger, I'm trying to make a point. You saying the N-word don't help it go down any goddamn smoother. She said the N-word. What's the N-word? Well, you know. No, I don't. What's the N-word? I fucking don't know. What's the N-word? Oh, you mean nigger? Just said nigger. Just said nigger. Now watch this though. Yesterday, and I don't want to call the brother's name because I'm not gonna call. I'm gonna tell you where he works. He works at AT&T. I'm gonna call his last name, Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace came out yesterday when he was getting the cable and stuff hooked up, and you know. Now, me and this brother got into a conversation. His visit with me should have been about 15 or 20 minutes. That brother stayed in there for about 2 hours. We had a very lovely conversation. The brother is deep. He's conscious. He knows what's going on. And we were talking about the word nigger. And we were talking about black on black crime. Now, here's what he said. And I never looked at it this way, but he's right. He said, we done watched over and over the white man kill us. Then somehow it changed, and we began to kill one another. And in killing one another, here's what the brother said, and I had my shouting shoes. He said, in killing one another, we got comfortable with it. It's okay. It don't bother you no more. You're comfortable with it. nigger is a derogatory term. I hear white people say this all the time, and some blacks say it. And I always got to open my mind and speak my mouth. Now, what I'm about to say is not written in stone. It's just the way that I see it. No. Anybody cannot be a nigger. This thing goes back to, I think, the 13th century. Anybody cannot be a nigger, white folk. No. That was directed to us. So don't come and try to do fucking damage control when y'all don't feel a little better. I'm a nigger sometimes to certain people. You marry somebody black, you damn sure right about that. Listen, you cannot take the word nigger. I hear black people say it all the time. No, we don't say nigger. See, it's different. We said nigger. Nigger, tomato. What we got? It's the same damn thing. You all done got comfortable with saying the word nigger to greet one another. But you have the audacity to get offended when a white person come in your face and call you goddamn nigger. Yo, what's up, my nigga? Hey, bro, that's my nigga right there. That's my nigga right there. He don't get no bigger. That's my motherfucking nigga. If you my nigga, you my nigga then. We stick together thinking thin. That's my nigga then. So if it's okay for us to say to one another, how can we have the audacity to get frustrated when a white person said to us? If it doesn't bother you when you call one another a nigger, how does it bother you when a white person says it? H-Town is in the house. Good evening to you. I think it's Banks. Here's my point. Again, we done got relaxed with that. See, we turned that word around to make it mean something positive. It makes no damn sense. You cannot get anything positive out of the word nigger. You can't. You have to stop seeing yourself as the white people see you, as a nigger. You have to find your worth and begin to live life before you die. Might be Donald Trump. He's so crazy. Good evening, call. You're live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from tonight?
Well, this is Brother Emmanuel in Houston, Texas.
Emmanuel, what's going on, brother?
Oh, man, I'm loving your topic, man, and that nigga. Ooh.
Come on with it, brother.
I just would love to interject a little education into the people, man. I won't be long. I'll just be strong if you don't mind.
Brother, no, do your thing, brother. It's always a pleasure when you call in. Do your thing, brother.
Thank you, brother. And I'm glad that you stand, man. And I ask everybody, man, continue to support. Finances, man, is very important, man, because when you put this information out there, it costs to put it out there. And that's all the finances will go towards our well-being. Be able to continue to bring y'all good things. So since everybody likes this church service, man, come on with that collection plate, man, and bless the minister and bless God's work, man.
Appreciate it.
This word nigger, man, it has gotten so many people for so long. And David Chappelle many years ago did a stand-up comedy special, and he did an example of where did the word nigger derive from, and he was saying, did they have a big meeting? They all came into one room like so many people believe, and we're going to find a word for these black people that we can call them that's derogatory, that'll make them hate each other, and, it's just negative. And so they all went around and decided, and the last person, he came up with the word nigger, and the whole crowd went crazy, and they were like, yeah, that's what we're going to call them, that's what we're going to call them. So, it was funny and all that because people were really trying to find out, why does this word bother us so much, and why we won't let people say it, why we say it, and some people say that it's good, and we're trying to take the bad out of it. Some people say that it's bad. Well,
how the Native Americans over here, you know, they stole their identities and mixed them up with some of the Africans and the many people that they got from different continents that were agreeing to slavery at that time. And then so we're all a mixed breed of so many different people. But the ones that brought people from the coast of Africa, there's a tribe in Africa, the Nigerian tribe, in which they title their sovereign, their royalty, nigger, N-E-G-U-S. And it's another little thing that's on Facebook, on social media, with this little white boy. He's doing a spelling bee contest, and they give him the word, and they say, spell niggers. And he was like using it in a sentence and all that. And everybody thought he was going to spell N-I-G-G-E-R-S, but he spelled N-E-G-U-S, and that is the correct spelling. And the pronunciation sounds exactly like N-I-G-G-E-R. Now, when you go to N-E-G-U-S, it is a divine sovereign of an Ethiopian tribe. That was their title of their kings and their royalty. And many would tell you that during the slave trade, they didn't care about your sovereignty. A lot of the tribes that lost wars in Africa, they were under the new subjection of the new ruler. And so many of those kings and queens were put into chains and brought up. I'm going to break out to make it seem like y'all American niggas aren't as strong as us over here because we come from royalty, when really all of us came from royalty and all of us were mixed in the royalty. So one of those men, and that's another thing, when you say reconnect to Africa, your African brothers and sisters, don't forget, America has white folks. America has black folks. America has brown folks. No matter what their pigmentation is, they are labeled by the soil, so they will be called Americans. In Africa, there are a huge amount of white people that are born on that continent and are identified today as Africans. When they educate us into thinking that the only people on the planet that's called Africans are black, then that deceives you into not understanding that there are white people. So when you send money to help your African brothers and sisters, you call them white folks your African brothers and sisters. That's what they are. That's the product of the land. So anyway, they wanted to separate us through education so that one would feel inferior, one would feel superior. So those people that were stealing the people, they knew what they were stealing. And so when they brought some of these guys and women to the boat, they said, who is these? Right. And they were like, well, these are Ethiopians, these are Somalians, these are niggas. And they were like, what, y'all some niggas? Yeah, man, we're going to get the best horses to come make us some breeds, man. The royalty.
Right, okay, Emmanuel. Right, okay, Emmanuel. Okay, look, I got to cut you short because we're running out of time. But as always, no, yeah, it's always, you always bring it home. You bring the truth. I greatly appreciate you for that. But you know, we on a time thing here and stuff. But listen, I love you big time. I know you're telling the truth, and I'm always excited when you call in and join in on the conversation. But first time. All right, man, love you big time.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. Now, when we get to the point to where we become brainwashed and don't know it, it's called internalized oppression. When you begin to hate yourself and you hate your people simply because of what's been said, you have bought into the lie that you're nothing. Black women, some have bought into the lie that they're only good for shaking their ass and laying on their backs. Some black men have bought into it as well. There's only thing we can do is to throw a damn ball. But there's more to our black men than throwing a damn ball, and there's more to our black women than shaking their ass. But until you see it, what we see don't matter. But the lies have been around for so many years. You have now bought into that. You see yourself as they see you, as a nothing, as a low life. Some things you come back and you say, well, man, that's our culture. No, bullshit. No, that's not our culture. We don't do that. No, we don't. But you have heard it enough to where you believe it. And one of the hardest things for a black person to do is to unteach that has been taught. Because you've been so programmed for so many years. When someone come with the truth, you see them as the enemy or the one who don't know what the hell he's talking about because you don't understand what the hell it is he's talking about. But we have to wake up and come from up under the umbrella of the United States government. As long as we stay up under the umbrella of the United States government, they will forever and a day control us. And they control you in more ways than one. The worst way that they can control you is in your mind. If you tell your son, Dad is gone, but your son has been acting up. And if you tell your son, you ain't nothing, you just like your damn daddy, sorry, you're gonna run your ass in and up out of jail, you just bad. Well, if that little black boy hears that enough, he begins to believe that. And in believing that, he begins to act out that. And then you wonder, I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with him. You gave him an identity and he adapted to it. You're in poverty. This is how it's supposed to be. We ain't never had shit, don't have shit, and we'll never have shit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, you know, we grew up poor and, wasn't no father there. Okay, I'm going to take you back to the guy from AT&T. Mr. Wallace said, a prime example of how we lie to ourselves based upon what someone has told us. A father, I hope I'm getting this right, was an alcoholic, stayed in trouble all the time. He had 2 sons. So naturally, if society would have their way, society says both sons are nothing. They're inanimate objects, void of any understanding. They're dumb. They're losers. They're going to prison. Well, one son didn't do that. He did just the opposite. He had saw enough of his daddy's bullshit not to want to walk in those shoes. But the other one went along with the program. You have to realize sometimes you are your own downfall. You are your only stumbling blocks. And it's not what they call your black ass, but it's what you answer to. If you see the birth certificate and you don't see nigger on there, why do you keep responding to it? But why do you keep responding to it when a white person uses it and you don't say a damn thing when you use it and the boys in the hood use it? You become a hypocrite. So you don't know who you are. You don't. You don't have to accept statistics that says you will be nothing. You were born nothing, and that's the way you're going to die. You tell that little girl, go sit your little fast ass down. And if you come up and you're pregnant, you're going to have to take care of that baby. I ain't going to be taking care of that damn baby. You're like a hot ass. Well, baby, how old is your daughter? She's 12. And you told her if she come up pregnant, she's going to take care of it. That sounds like some shit a baby mama would say. A mother would say, if your ass come up pregnant in here, I got you. You just gave your 12-year-old daughter the green light to go out there and bust them legs wide open, and it's okay if you get pregnant because you're going to have to take care of it. So mama said not have sex. Mama said you better not come up pregnant. So what are you doing? You're sending your daughter to the goddamn streets. Two ways we can lose our kids: through the prison system, the streets. You have to validate your child at an early age, because if you don't do that and they go out in the real world, somebody is waiting to validate them. And once they validate them, you probably won't like it. But then it's going to be almost difficult to get them to go against the validation to be accepted of someone else who's not a parent. You have the first opportunity to guide your child in the right way. You do. You do. It's not up to the schools to raise your children. They're only there for a certain amount of time in the day. You're the parent. You have to school them. You don't tell your daughter she better not come up pregnant. She's going to take care of it. That's not what you tell her. You don't tell that young boy you're going to be just like your daddy. Well, daddy couldn't have been too goddamn bad, mama, because your ass laid up with him and made mean. But because y'all not together anymore, he becomes a bastard. You laid down with him, so it can't be that damn bad. Can't be. It can't be. It can't be that bad. Because what you don't know, what you're doing, you're putting your own damn self down and you don't know it. That child only knows what you teach them. And that's it. You have to realize that some of us are now internalized oppressed. We hate our color. We hate our race. We hate living in the ghetto. I hate the guy across the street from me because he ain't shit. He don't have shit. I ain't shit. I don't have shit. So you're hating one another without a reason. Without a reason. And so what you do then, you play into the white man's system. And all he gonna say is, gotcha. Gotcha. Now nobody, well, some people don't want to be called a nigger. And I'm one, but I've seen the birth certificate. And I may walk away if you say it. I doubt it. I doubt it because I just doubt it. You may get away with whoop ass. And then I may walk. I doubt it. But I know who I am. If I ask somebody, so who are you? I'm a police officer. No, who are you? I'm a police officer. No, who are you? That's not who you are. That's your job title. Who are you? A lot of people can't answer that. A lot of people live in somebody else's dream. A lot of people going to colleges and universities that they did not want to go to, but the parents say, all of us have went to Xavier, and that's where you going. You ain't going no damn Grambling. And so you go to Xavier, but your ass fall. You fail. Because your parents was trying to push their agenda off on you. Before we can say with truth that Black Lives Matter, we have to believe that shit ourselves. Put it on a plane, put it on a train, write it on your car, put it on a coffee cup, put it on a cap, put it on a t-shirt. Black Lives Matter. That don't mean a damn thing if it don't matter to you. They're just words. They're just words. So before you run and try to educate another race or demand that they respect your race, you better respect your race too first, and then you can talk. So if you don't want them to do it to you, why do you do it to others? Black man, Walmart. What's up, my nigga? I got you about to. Yeah, hey, pull up on me. Ooh, I can't stand them goddamn niggas. What you say? You call me a nigga? Oh, bitch, that's fighting words. But you just greeted him yet. We fucked up. We've been positioned, but we have been positioned wrong. And now we must be repositioned. Anytime Brother Emmanuel called, he always come with a nugget. Basically, saying some of what I'm saying, to let you know you are better than what society say you are. But what Brother Emmanuel think about you and what I think about you don't mean a damn thing. You have to know it. If you don't know it, what we know don't mean a damn thing. We must become the change that we're looking for. Black Lives Matter? No, not to all black people. It doesn't. It just fucking. Why would you say that? Oh, I don't know, black on black crime. We don't address that. We have to start checking ourselves before we go and check anybody else. We got to check self. If you're going to preach it, you ought to live it. That's simple. If you're going to preach it, you ought to live it. School your children on who they're not. The white man has been so clever throughout time that he have us at war with one another for nothing. We have a difference of opinion, but we go at one another. And then we have to invite the government into our lives to fix us, to fix our mess. The more power you give the government, the more handicapped you become. And it's impossible for you to come out and speak on certain issues such as this because you're handicapped and you are still in slavery in your mind. And you would not do anything to end your entitlements that you might not be entitled to. So that's why some black people don't say a mumbling word. I ain't gonna do my damn. I ain't gonna do it. And I'm going somewhere with this. It just popped up. Oh my God, I gotta go. Love yourself. Find out who you are. The best way to do that is to have a meeting with yourself. And when you have a meeting with yourself, here's what's going to happen. First of all, there's no TV. There's no music. You're not reading a book. You're not out in the streets. You got to have a quiet place that you can go and sit without your cell phone, without any electronics device. And what you're going to do in having a meeting with yourself, you're finally going to be able to listen to that inner man. Because time you get in your car and you turn it on, your next turn on is the damn music, the constant bass. Some people can't ride in their car without music. Boom, 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 boom. You would never hear the inner man with all that damn bass. So who you are when you're by yourself is the real you. Now, if you have a real meeting with yourself, you're going to cry, you're going to laugh, but most of all, you're going to see who you really are. One of our big problems as black people, we're always trying to fit in where we're not welcome. I wouldn't want to be around nobody that didn't want to be around me. We might have all been created equal, but we're not treated equal. And that's a fight. You must realize that I can't demand that you respect me. Either you do it or you don't. But realize one thing. To this day, some of us, depending upon what white person you ask, we are still nothing but 3/5 of a human. We're nothing. We're nothing. Find yourself. And when you find yourself, you'll fall in love with yourself. And a lot of shit that you used to accept, you won't do that no more. But you can come on Facebook all day long. It's got this one lady on my page every day. I'm so sick of this bullshit. She come on out. Good morning, kings and queens. You know damn well that hoe, the prostitute, is not a queen, and that gangbanger right there is not no damn king. Stop lying to these people. I know that's what you want them to be, but they're not. Call it the way you see it, and then begin to wake them up. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. We will never, ever be accepted the way we deserve to be accepted. It's not going to happen. So before we go, here's the thing. Never fight a fight that you can't win. Get yourselves together. And once you get yourselves together, we won't have to do all this damn marching. We won't. Y'all ought to be tired of marching by now, because I am. Now, we're nervous. We're waiting on what's going to happen in Louisville, Kentucky. It's sad that we have to beg the powers that be to do the right damn thing. And they know how we're going to act. So they prepare for that. If we keep looking back in history, we'll realize protests are not working. If the big major protests we just did with George Floyd had worked, do you know cops would not have harassed any blacks, shot them, or killed them? They didn't give a damn about that sign saying no justice, no peace. I'm Al Scott on the Justice Investigation. We'll see you all tomorrow night. My guest tomorrow night is going to be Barbara Smith Iverson. We'll be talking about the 4 police officers in Shreveport who have been indicted in the death of a black man on April the 5th of this year. And the next night, I am going to be joined by a brother who at 16 years old put a gun in his hand and he pulled that trigger. And after he pulled that trigger, he committed that crime. He was sent to the Louisiana State Penitentiary with a life sentence. But to God be the glory. He's home. He's an author now. And I'm going to sit down with him. We're going to discuss then and now and how do we reposition our people that's been that's been positioned wrong. Listen, I put the apps up, PayPal, Cash App is somewhere in that little chat feed thing there. Help us out if you can, because we don't want to go, but we must pay bills. Look, wait a minute. There's nothing new on Tyrese Gibson. Nothing. He hasn't been found. Today marks 30 days since the brother went missing. And tomorrow night, I was supposed to do it, and I forgot. We're going to look at 2 police departments in this case. We're going to look at 2 police departments pertaining to the Tyrese Gibson case. We're going to try to do that tomorrow night. You all have been leaving some wonderful messages on there. You've been calling for the family, and I've been sending your messages and stuff, and you're praying. And please continue to do that. Continue to, because right now they need that big blanket of love. They do. I love you all. Bitch, Lord, Wooden Creek don't rise tomorrow night. Remember, I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. We'll see you tomorrow night. Whew.